Hello everybody, this is Melinda Everett. I want to show you how to make this really cute card. That one there, we're going to do the Hello Sunshine. This is from the Make It From Your Heart Volume 4 How-To book. Gives you all these patterns and shows you some examples of cards that you can make with it. So we're going to start off with this one, and I'm going to show you how we don't have this pattern paper. That flowered paper is not pattern paper. So I'm going to show you how they made it. I'm going to take a piece of scratch paper, and then I'm going to take this stamp set, I think it was M1178 Delicate Flowers, and I'm using Memento ink just basically because we sell it and because I'm going to use it on some other things in this card. So I'm going to ink it up really well, and then I'm just going to start stamping it. I'm using my Versamat that I love because it gives me a really nice edge there to stamp, and I'm just going to kind of randomly stamp it. It's a very busy pattern, so it really doesn't have to be perfect, and it's still going to look good. And you're just going to make sure and cover all of it. So there we go. And then the next thing I'm going to do, that's all I had to do. See, look how cool that is. Isn't that pretty paper? It's on top of our Paper Fundamentals Basic selection, which will retire on August 31st if we don't run out of it first. So I want to show you as well, because I know a lot of people don't know this. Do you see, make sure we see that, this right here? Okay, when you go to fold, this is one of our values from our value pack card bases, White Daisy. A lot of people don't know this. When you go to fold this, these come like this. When you go to fold this, this is the mountain and this is the valley. And you are going to, you're going to fold with the mountain on the inside. So I'm just going to fold it like that. And then I'm going to take my bone folder and make a nice crisp fold there. So now I'm going to take 3 3/4 by 5 inch pansy cardstock, and I am going to put it down like that, try to center it as best I can. Then I'm going to take my pattern paper that I made, and it is 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. All the dimensions are in this book. This is a must-have book. And I'm going to center that there as well. Then I want to show you another thing that I did. I'm going to do the circle. Actually, since this book has been made, we now offer stitched circles. And so I used my stitched circle die cut. And I am going to take just a little bit of I don't know if you guys can see this. Here's my watercolors. I like this color right here. And so I just want to do just a really quick wash. And what this is going to do is it's going to highlight the letters, the words in here. So this is the kind of watercolor I like to do. You can just smush it all out and you don't have to be an artist. So I've got that, and then it also has a flower. Usually I stamp the flowers ahead of time, which is what I've already done. Then I decided when you go to color over it with watercolor, it dulls the black line. So I decided to do something different this time. So I'm going to take the same colors here, and I always kind of get the excess water off of it with a paper towel, and I'm just going to color kind of where I think the flower should be. So I'm using that pretty pink. Now they used purple. So I'm going to go back in and I'm going to pick up this purple right here because I want to get a little bit of purple in there as well. And so I just kind of, see, I don't know how to paint, and look at this, I'm coming out with just what I need. Okay, then I've already painted one just to make this go a little faster. So I wanted to mix, I wanted kind of a yellowish green. So I took this green here and that yellow here, and I mixed it here. And one good thing is don't ever get rid, don't clean these up because you can use them again. You just add a little bit of water and there you go. And so I'm just gonna go down and I'm just going to paint. I'm gonna leave some of the white showing on the leaves. But just basically, this is going to be where my leaves are in my stem. So that's how it's going to look, okay? Then I'm going to stamp it. Let me get that off still, let it dry. I'm going to stamp it, and I'm using, this is a retiring set. It's actually retired, called Falling for You Scrapbooking. And it is in the clearance section now. I think it's like under $9. And this cost almost $39, so it's really a good deal. You get this stamp set, and then you get the die cut, so you don't have to fussy cut it. And who doesn't love to do that? Okay, this is one that I did earlier. Look how cute that is. And that was done with the same technique that I just did. Plus, then I stamped the Hello Sunshine on the back, and I've done the same thing that I just showed you. So there you go, there's that. I've used foam tape on the back of this. I love our thin foam tape. Probably the thing I like the most about it is that I can mail them and it doesn't cost me anything extra. But before I do that, I've also used our scallop dies, and I have used, I've cut out of our silver foil paper. I've cut the scallops, I've glued it with our dual action glue pen, Bonding Memories. Great product. Now I'm just going to cut these off. This is the easiest way I know of doing it. And then you don't make a mistake. That one probably could, I'm left-handed, so I have nothing to, I'm actually leaning it up against the paper, my scissors. These are our micro-tip, non-stick micro-tip scissors. So there we go, I've got that, and it's nice and even. I'm gonna I'm not gonna pop this up, I'm just gonna glue this. Now, according to the directions, I need to go up 1 inch. So I'm gonna put my, I hope you can see this, put my pansy paper right there, and the bottom of this is gonna be at 1 inch. The charcoal paper, I forgot to tell you, the charcoal paper was cut at 3.5 by 1/2 inch. So now I've got my circle. I'm gonna put my circle down like this. Look how fast this card is going together. And I just started it. I mean, the watercolor is already dry, what I did. Okay, I'm gonna use a little bit of, a bit more of this hanging on it right there. I don't want it all over. And there we go. And I stamped, what I did was I went back and stamped it with Memento. And I like it because it's now nice and black, whereas if I had watercolored it, it would have, if I'd watercolored it after I stamped it, it would have had a dull look to it, which isn't as pretty. So we've got that. Now I need to get a sparkle. These are a really good deal. You get 100 sparkles for $2.95, and you can color them with your markers. And then you can have colored sparkles, so you can have whatever color you want. Looks like it's right about here. And then I'm going to use Our Bitty Sparkles, you also get 100 of them, and they're also $2.95. And so what I usually do, actually I usually use my paper piercer, but I'm going to use my scissors to pick them up. And there's one that goes right here, which is now stuck to my finger. This way I use my paper piercer. And I'm going to put that right there. And then this other one, I'm going to chase around a little bit before I get it. Okay, and it's going to go down here. Always do things in threes, so I have 3 different sparkles. So there you go. Isn't that a pretty card? And it's a little bit smaller than, the circle's a little bit smaller than the one they used, but they went around with another stamp, which is retired now. So I think that this looks good as well. And anyway, I hope you learned something, and I hope you liked it. And I will be talking to you later. Thank you.